After removing larger inert materials, screen it with a sieve with a hole diameter of 0.5 centimeters. We cut the fully biodegradable plastic bags into pieces. The maximum surface area does not exceed 2 by 2 cm. Prepare sifted compost and microcrystalline cellulose. Put the probe into the pH 6.86 standard buffer solution and wait for a moment. Put the probe into the pH 9.18 standard buffer solution and wait for a moment. After completing the calibration, test the pH of the compost soil. Put the probe into the compost soil and wait for a while. The pH index of the compost soil is between 7.0 and 9.0, and the test is completed. Measure 1.5 grams each of compost soil, microcrystalline cellulose, and fully biodegradable plastic bags. Make 2 parallel samples of each kind. Record weighing data. Put the weighed sample into a blast drying oven preheated to 105 C. Dry for 3 hours. After 3 hours, take it out and put it in the drying box. After cooling for half an hour, measure the weight. After weighing, record the data. Then put it into a blast drying oven preheated to 105 degrees centigrade and dry for 1 hour. After 1 hour, take it out and put it in the drying box. After cooling for half an hour, measure the weight. After weighing, record the data. The difference between the 2 weighings reached the constant weight index, and the total dry solid test was completed. Put the sample with constant weight of total dry solid test into the muffle furnace and dry it at 550 degrees centigrade for 2 hours. After 2 hours, take it out and put it in the dryer. Cool it for 1 hour and measure the weight. After weighing, record the data. Put it into the muffle furnace again and dry it at 550 degrees centigrade for 0.5 hours. After half an hour, take it out and put it in the dryer. Cool it for 1 hour and weigh it. After weighing, record the data. The difference between the 2 weighings reached the constant weight index and the volatile solids test was completed. Weigh for 178 grams of compost soil. Measure 122 milliliters of distilled water in a graduated cylinder. Pour the measured solution into the compost and stir to control the compost soil moisture to 50%. Add compost soil to the reactor and repeat the operation for 3 parallel samples. Weigh for 178 grams of compost soil. Measure 172 milliliters of distilled water in a graduated cylinder. Pour the measured solution into the compost and stir. Weigh 50 grams of biodegradable plastic bag. Pour the weighed sample into the compost and stir to control the moisture content of the mixture to 50%. Open the reaction kettle and add the mixture into the reaction kettle. Place a spring and bolt on each of the left and right fixing posts. Then tighten them by hand. Repeat the operation for 3 parallel samples. Weigh 478 grams of compost soil. Measure 170 milliliters of distilled water in a graduated cylinder. Pour the measured solution into the compost and stir. Weigh 52 grams of microcrystalline cellulose. Pour the weighed sample into the compost and stir to control the moisture content of the mixture to 50%. Open the reaction kettle and add the mixture into the reaction kettle. Repeat the operation for 3 parallel samples. Install reactor. Connect the reactor motor line, air inlet line, and air outlet line. Other reactors are also installed in the same way. Unscrew the lid and add distilled water to the humidification tank. The amount of water added cannot exceed the air inlet on the right, and then tighten the lid. Click Test Air Tightness Test on the main interface. Set the test time and standard deviation value. Click Start Test to check the air tightness. After completing the air tightness test, click Start Test on the software interface. Enter the Start Test setting interface. Set parameters in each cavity. Click Add Material and fill in the relevant parameters. Check the cavity for the experiment. Click Add Report, Start Testing, and Start Experimenting. After 86 days, the trial is terminated and a report is generated.